Hello and welcome. This is Charles Fockaert on November 2nd, 2018. Thank you for supporting this channel. I encourage you to make comments. I like to engage with people that know how to think. You'd be surprised to find out how many people don't know how to think. I don't approve all the comments, and if you could read the comments, you'd know why. But I do like to engage, and I learn from you, and I want to thank those of you who supply me with links and information. I always like that. I encourage that, so keep it coming. I want to talk today about the gold-silver ratio. The gold-silver ratio. And I'm going to do the best I can here with my little chalkboard here, okay? The gold, I checked this morning. The price of gold is at $12.30 on the COMEX. The spot price of gold, $12.30. Price of silver is about $14.50. I was going to use $15, but it would be too confusing, as you will see here in a minute. But so you take, in order to find the gold-silver ratio, what that means is how many ounces of silver does it take to buy 1 ounce of gold? And right now, with the current prices that are being manipulated, suppressed, and held down on the COMEX, and put the triple parentheses around the COMEX because that's who is controlling the price of real silver. The physical silver is being controlled, manipulated, kept down by the paper markets. Whole nother video. There's a lot of people out there that talk about that all the time. I talk about other things that I feel are more important, but every once in a while I like to put this in here to give you understanding. If you don't already know, many of you already know this, but maybe there's some new people. So what do? What you do to get the gold-silver ratio is you take the price of gold, which is $12.30 today, divided by $14.50, and right now the gold-silver ratio is 85. It's actually 84.8. I rounded up 85. So right now, it takes 85 ounces, 85 of these, to buy 1 ounce of gold. And I don't have a 1 ounce gold piece here to show you, but you're smart enough to know what an ounce of gold looks like. And so I wanted to show you how far out of kilter that is because of the manipulation going on the COMEX, the paper, the fake, the illusionary world that I talk about all the time. Our entire world right now is just one big illusion. It's not real, and it can't go on. It's smoke and mirrors. It's fake. I mean, fake news is only a real small part of what's going on here. So the historical mean for the gold-silver ratio is about 15. In other words, it should take 15 of these silver, 1 ounce silvers, coins, to buy 1 ounce of gold. So you can see there's a pretty big difference between the 85, where we are now, and the 15 that is normal, or the mean, or the average over long periods of time. So let's just say, before I go on to that, so what that means is that with the current price of gold at $12.30, the price of silver should be $82 an ounce. $82 an ounce. So let me do a quick calculation and get right back to you here. Hold on. So we can see that the price of silver is only 18% of what it should be. That's why I've been saying that, and others have been saying this too, at the price that the silver, at the price it is probably the most undervalued asset in the history of the world right now. you have an opportunity, if you can get your hands on silver, to become very wealthy. As the rest of the world figures out, and think about this, all the people in China, the Koreans, the Americans who don't own any silver, it just goes on and on how many people don't own or don't realize because they've been lied to about the value of silver. And I got another video. I can't go into it here. The videos become too long. I'm going on mines. I've been on mines for quite a while. I just haven't done anything there. But I'm going to now start, now that I have access a little bit better to the internet, I'm going to start posting, and I can't do a video over 15 minutes long. It won't post on mine. So I'm going to try to keep these under 15. Something happens to me here at YouTube, I'll be at mines. And I'm at BitChute still. And when Gab comes back on, I'm going to be over at Gab if I can get there and I have access to the internet. So if you can understand what's going on here, you have a chance, if you have access to the funds, to acquire the silver now at these historically low prices. When the wealth transfer goes from fiat, fake currency back over to real assets like real money, gold and silver, you're gonna thank Charles that I did this video. And I know there's many others out there doing the same videos like this. This is not a exclusive scoop. Don't get me wrong here, but let's take another look here. If let's say the price of gold went up to $3,000 an ounce, which is very, very likely. And then at the mean price, the mean gold-silver ratio at 15, we'd have silver at $200 an ounce. So instead of paying instead of this and this is in relation to the U.S. currency. And see, that's a big problem that a lot of people make. They value the silver and gold in relation to the U.S. currency, the Federal Reserve note, and that's not a very good thing to do because that will fluctuate. But anyway, that's another topic. So you have a chance with the price of silver right now at under $15 an ounce to accumulate some real money at historically low prices. And I've got a video out there where I went through the denarius from Scripture, and I estimate that the value of silver in relation to the value of silver in 300 years before Christ, during the time of the Romans, where a day's wages was 1/10 of an ounce of silver, the price of silver today, the value of silver today, should be $1,000 per ounce. You heard me correctly, $1,000 per ounce. And I believe that that's where we're going to end up eventually, because, and the reason is that there is trillions of these Federal Reserve notes out there that are going to have to find a place to go where the value is real, because the currency, like Venezuela, Argentina, Turkey, Italy, other places, the value of the fiat currency goes to its original worth, which is zero, eventually. The United States, because the federal government is able to prop up the Federal Reserve note through war and the petrodollar, we're able to keep our currency up right now, and we're able to pay our bills with the Federal Reserve notes. That's why we have such a large debt, because we can just, Alan Greenspan said, hey, we'll always be able to pay off our debt because we can just create the money out of thin air and pay the debt. The problem is, he said that he can't guarantee the purchasing power. So you can become a millionaire and a billionaire and a trillionaire in Federal Reserve notes, and you can't buy a loaf of bread. That's where we're headed. And a lot of people out there in the illusionary world that they live in, they're going to lose. This is going to be the biggest transfer of wealth from the American middle class to those who control our economy, and put the triple parentheses around that, those people, in the history of the world. And when that happens, what do you think people are going to do when they lose everything? See, I was fortunate enough that I lost everything at the hands of the triple parentheses in the mid-1990s. So I'm about 20, 25 years ahead of the rest of you, and I've been saying this for quite a while. The rest of you, many of you, are going to be in the same situation I'm in. It's just a matter of time. Not if, but when. So, this is real money, folks. And you stack. I had Joe told me keep stacking as much as you can. I don't make a lot of money. I'm living on my Social Security check, which is money they owe me. They call it a benefit now. So I buy what I can every month, folks, and I suggest you do the same. Thank you for watching, and may the grace of God, our Father Yahweh, the God of the Israelites, the creator of real money, silver and gold, and it does say on here still, in God we trust. May His grace be upon us all, for we most certainly need it. See ya.